I'm here at Cavalier Wine and Spirits, a stone's throw away from my house. Let's see what they have inside today. Okay, this is my first time doing this, or actually second time, first time publishing it. Um, and I think I'm going a little too fast because things tend to get a little bit blurry, at least while I'm reviewing this now. So I'm going to look at some of the things they have on the shelves here. Some pretty standard stuff. Some Sagamore products. Earlier in the day, I bought Sagamore Double Oaked Rye. Handful of New Riff products. Ragtime, really never heard of that one. It's a pass on anything Jefferson's, and the Angel's Envy Rye is really interesting to me. Now here you got some bottom shelf stuff. I didn't want to get in the way of people, so I just did a section and then went down and then went over. That is Black Button Distillery out of Rochester, shown right there. Clyde Mays products. And over here, I zoomed in a little too much. I should have zoomed out. Seems like every store has a Maker's Mark Private Select store pick. It didn't say like the number of staves on the front for some reason. And that's probably the going rate, about $63. All right, we just missed it off to the side there. It was a whiskey thief. We actually went to that distillery, and that was the only time I've seen a whiskey thief product outside of the distillery because they usually don't ship. The representative is delicious, and it's only $45 at this store. A bunch of smoke wagon products. Woodenville, I can pass on those. I have a couple of cast drink products. Now here we go back to the bottom shelf. Old Tub, maybe one of these days, but I have enough mixers. I still have yet to get a Heaven Hill, so that's a possibility next time I walk in there. Never noticed that old Bardstown before. I just noticed it while I'm watching this, so that is interesting to me. And stuff that maybe I would have bought 30 years ago when I was a kid, but I'm really not touching that right now. And they've had this before. Anything they have in here, you can ask and sample any of their store picks. So I tried this and it was decent, but I didn't buy it. Some Irish whiskeys and scotches here that I don't know about. The worker that I talk to a lot, Andy, he's really into scotches, and the owner, Greg, he's also into scotches. Me, I don't know anything about the scotches, but I thought I would put them in this video. I'm not sure if anything interesting was there. You can leave a comment below. Those seem to be the everyday drinkers down here. Clonakilty, there's a few liquor stores that have a pick of this. Not really into the Irish so much. And you're probably getting dizzy right now. This is a distillery out of Rochester, and I went to a tasting with them, and they had some interesting picks. Actually, I'm going to try this one because their bespoke blend is supposed to be delicious. So next time I'm in there, I'll give that one a shot. Their Knob Creek pick was good. I have one, so if I didn't have one, I probably would have got it from them. And there, I finally figured out I was zoomed in too far. $17.92 full proof. And Woodford. So these are pretty standard picks. Now, Clyde Mays, that's not too standard. I only know of one other store that has it. A Knob Creek rye pick. And everyone has a bullet pick. Sazerac. I think I know one other store that has a Saz pick. And this is their Dickel 15. I believe it's 15. And a Redemption rye pick. So they have some different store picks here. Now back here, when you go in and you look to your left, all the way over here, if they're going to have any allocated items, they would be right here. Now this thing that's screaming right at you is that Blanton's over there. And that one has been kicking around for a few years, and you're going to see why in a second. And that's the going rate for something like that. About $500 for that bootleg series, that Bob Dylan Heaven's Door. It's $100 for the Elijah Craig, $95 for the Blantons. They got a couple little books. Those were going roughly around $2.25, $2.30. They did not get any new allocations in today. So this is all leftover stuff from previous weeks. The Midwinter Nights Dram that they had there, it was going for $200. That sold. They sold all the stags they got. So there wasn't really anything too interesting on the allocated shelf. Smash the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe.